even more to where a lot of guys are starting to love it to where they're starting to implement it in their own livelihood.
Got you. And so you also are a street beef champion, 10-3. What has it been like fighting in street beef, and what are some of the toughest? I think one of the toughest was Turk.
Yeah.
What was it like fighting Turk, and also some of the other fights you've had at street beefs?
Oh man, street beef honestly was my gateway. I kind of felt like that was a good opportunity for me to get a lot of experience from random people that you don't know. So it was kind of just, you show up, you know, they match you up. You don't know who that person you're fighting. He could be 5-year pro amateur. He can be anything. So I think that street beefs really helped me find my style. With Turk was probably one of my toughest fights because he was a bigger opponent, longer than me. Showed more aggression, but I mean he was something that, you know, it wasn't a loss, it was a lesson. So I took a lot of lessons from both of those fights that that actually helped me with my first victory in my first amateur MMA fight. So a lot of the things there, man, in street beef was like the real deal. And you'll be surprised to see how many guys go up there thinking they've been fighting for years, and then they go up there and they get mopped up by somebody that's just off the street. So street beef is one of those things where it's kind of like, you know, hey, you want to show up and you think you can fight, they show up. They're gonna bring it just as much as you are. If you don't bring it, they're gonna show you what they're about. So I think those street beefs have been really helped me out a lot, even through the COVID. You know, a lot of guys couldn't really fight on amateur cards, and those street beef events helped me still stay active and productive. So street beefs really helped out a lot with my experience.
Yes, sir. And when did your love for the fight game begin?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I grew up fighting, so I'm from Dallas, Texas. So where I'm from, you didn't know how to fight, you was an easy target. So I had to learn how to just use my hands. And you know, my dad always told me you never let a man get arm linked to you. So I just started picking up fighting, and then eventually it just became something where I was just starting to defend myself to something where I actually joined the love to do. So some of it was through just my lifetime, and then some I just picked up as I got into the military from just fighting in there. And then it just started developing. And then once I got around actual fighters that love to do it, and put my lifestyle around them, I started learning it and loving it even more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So when I see you fight, I see a natural boxer. So like for one, who were some of your favorite boxers or fighters growing up? You had to have boxers that.
Man, there's a lot of Willie Pep is one. Winky Wright is another one. Felix Trinidad. Floyd is one, but I just like the defense.
Okay.
And I'm a huge fan of Lomachenko.
Wow. So what'd you think of that last fight with Teofimo Lopez and Vasily? What happened? He never really went to the next level.
I say it was his start. Anyone that knows Loma or watches fights,
right,
even his amateur fights he had overseas, you can tell that's not how he gets in. So you can tell he started off low. I think he kind of respected his power way too much to even do his thing. But as like, I'm gonna be honest, there's a few early in the first round, I'm looking at things, I'm like, Loma could hit him with that. He just take it to him. And later on in the rounds, he started catching me. So I can tell it was just a slow start for Lomachenko. He kind of just wasn't fighting his style, and when they started getting it going, Loma was having issues. So me watching as a big fan of him, I was disappointed, but it happened. It had to become best. So hopefully he comes back and get a chance to redeem himself. I honestly don't think he will. But
wow, you don't think he will?
I think if Lopez fight any one of those young guys, which I'm a huge fan of Devin Haney, he goes up against Haney. Haney gonna give him that work. Haney gonna give that man that business. So me personally, I hope he don't go to those young guys and just take an easy fight. But if you do, stay away from Haney. Lopez, if you listen to this, I hope you are, bro. Stay away from that man Haney, bro. He
nothing to play with.
Not to play with. Just
wow.
Don't mess with him. I guess. Let him challenge you. Let him get his chance. Don't pick him right now. Pick somebody else. Pick like Garcia or somebody else. Of course Stevenson, but don't go for him. Not right now. He's in a league of his own, to me. He's in a league of his own. Just young, hungry, scrapper. He didn't go the same route that a lot of those guys did. He went to Mexico and had to fight, and then came back over here to the States. So his way of fighting is hey, it's a different ball game. So
Yes, sir.
I mean, I don't know. Stay away from Haney, bro.
Stay away from Haney.
Stay away from Haney, man.
Okay, respect,
Don't do that.
respect. Okay, so my next question is, when do you plan on turning pro? When do you plan on turning professional?
I got a minute, man. Honestly, my goal for pro is I want to be fully established on the MMA side. My stand-up game is okay, for me personally. My ground game is subpar, okay. Honestly, I just want to keep working on my ground game, but I say about 2.5, maybe a year and a half, I'll go pro. Just want to try to get my name out there as much as possible. Honestly, that's my whole goal before I do anything. Just to have a name, at least in the state of North Carolina, where if I go anywhere and fight on their card, they know who Butterfly Freeman is. So
That's
that's my mindset right now. Just keep doing what I'm doing.
So why the nickname Butterfly Freeman? Why Butterfly?
Ironically, I picked Butterfly because that was the first clear word that I heard my daughter say.
Really?
The first word I heard is I cussed every day. She heard me because I was just so shocked. She said butterfly, and when I was going to Street Beach, they said I had to pick a fight name, and I couldn't think of anything. I started thinking about her randomly, and then next thing you know, I was like, butterfly. And then I started trying to figure out if it goes well with my name, and then it went perfect. So I was like, I guess, hey, that was fate. That's my name. So I just stuck with that name for a long time. A lot of people thought I got it from Muhammad Ali or all that stuff. I promise you, it did not come from that man whatsoever. It came from my daughter's first word.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That was my first. That was her first word. Hey, maybe that was meant for that. But all I know is I stuck with it. It's been giving me good luck, giving me some good, energy going in there. So I'll be all right. And it's like my mindset is when I hear that name, it's like she's in there with me. So It's not me in there just fighting by myself. I got my girl with me, so
that's amazing.
It made me feel very comfortable being inside the fitness.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, what is success to Butterfly Freeman?
Success. What is success to me? Honestly, just promising yourself to never give up. That's my success for me, man. Like, I don't really see myself going far with this because that's not my goal. My goal is to be great at whatever I do. So, being great means being a UFC champion, and okay, that's being great. But my mindset is just simply be great at whatever I do. And if that's fighting, then I'm trying to be the best great fighter I can possibly be. I'm not trying to mimic no one or be someone. I just fight my own style, fight my own fight, and just be great at it. So that's success for me. Just promising myself to never give up and just be great at what you do. That's being a dad, being a brother, being role models for some kids, just everything under the sun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, thank you very much, Butterfly, for your time, brother.
No problem.
Appreciate you. Matrix MMA.
Matrix MMA. If you're looking for a gym and you're in the Greensboro area, Matrix MMA is where it's at. Come down the rabbit hole, I promise you.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna suck. I promise you, you're gonna see it and you're like, all right, I see the improvement. Yeah, this is my own. What type of gym, man, it's like Mikasa Ace Sukasa, man. Just don't put your feet, feet on my couch, don't put your finger in my sugar bowl. All right, it's nothing but cool gravy in this gym, man. We just train and try to get the best we can.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna break you off, we're gonna work you, we're gonna push you to your limits. So, man, that's how the Matrix roll, though, man. We get guys coming from all over, from Eden, from Raleigh, Charlotte. They come in here and they be totally surprised on how we work, man. Like, I can't do it. We know. That's why it's called the Matrix. Like, everybody's not fit for everybody. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
We go to fight hard. So.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
You in this gym, you better come with it. You better bring your A game, you better be hydrated, you better be in shape, because we're going to work you. We're going to work you hard.
Yes, sir.
You can go over there and see for yourself. Not, no joke. I'm telling you. That's my horse's mouth himself. You better be with it. Come over here and make your team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So where can they find you on social media and your YouTube fights?
So you can find me on social media on Instagram, Butterfly Freeman 214. You can find me on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. I do vlogs where I show my training schedules and all the fun stuff I like to do on my off time. That's Butterfly Freeman. Can't miss it. I actually have a few fights on the YouTube as well. You can go on Street Beefs, or you can just type in Butterfly for Street Beefs. All my fights will pop up. Most of my fights are boxing. I only have one fight MMA, and I got beat the hell out of in that fight. So if you want to watch that, I'm gonna be my guest. But all my fights are on YouTube. You can't miss it. You can't miss this face. You can't miss this ugly face. You can't miss it at all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you so much.